Okay, we are live.
Woohoo!
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Sprints with me and Amy. I am currently leading Team Fangs for the Nevermore-athon, and so I'm here for that. Also, we've invited any of our Bookstara read-alongs people to hop on today because typically we do a mid-month sprint, and since I was already doing this, we just decided to combine them. So anyway, if you're here, please say hi and tell us what you're reading. And yeah, this is going to be good. What are you reading, Amy?
I'm reading A Spindle Splintered by Alex C. Harrow. Look at that little short
Okay.
book.
What's that one about?
It's a Sleeping Beauty retelling, or a reimagining actually.
I
So
wondered what it was.
it's funny because the first line of it is what is it? Oh, Sleeping Beauty is the worst fairy tale, pretty much any way you slice it. That's the first line. So it's basically
Wow.
talking about. I guess it's an attempt to make Sleeping Beauty fun.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love a good retelling. So, and in fact, I too am reading a retelling. This is an Anastasia retelling.
Oh gosh, that makes me want to watch the movie.
Yeah,
It's been
I
a long
know.
time
Me
since I watched
too, actually. Yeah.
that. A really long time since I watched that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, so far this isn't set. At least at this point, it's set like in the current time. But something has just happened, so we might be going into a different realm or something. I have no idea, but it's very interesting writing style. Have you read anything? Have you read like Thousand Doors of January or Once and Future Witches or any of the stuff that Alex C. Harrow writes?
I have not.
I've been wanting to read. Um, I've been wanting. Sorry, my brain is just slow today. I've been wanting to read other books by Alex C. Harrow. I've been wanting to read like Thousand Doors of January and whatnot, but
Mm-hmm.
this was a good place to start. Plus, I needed a short book. So
Oh yeah, I'm all about the short books. That's awesome.
yeah.
Definitely as time for that. Hi, Bailey. Happy Saturday. How are you? What are you reading? Hello. We are good. How are you?
Hello.
Brittany's here. She is reading
Mm,
Hanny. Is it Hanny or Honey?
I
Honey
think
and
it's honey.
Issues Guide to Fake Dating.
I've
That
heard
sounds
that's
good.
really good.
Yeah, that's not the first time I've heard that
Yeah.
title. That sounds good. Um, Bailey is reading A Woman Is No Man, and I'm not sure
I've
how to say
heard of
that
that
name.
one.
Etoff? Etoffram?
That Bailey.
A Woman Is No Man. That sounds really familiar too. We have a fan of A Spindle Splintered. That's kind of hard to say. A Spindle Splintered.
Splintered. This is A Woman Is No Man. I've heard of this one. I just don't remember where I've heard of it before. Someone was talking about it.
I am at the 4th big chapter of Atlas 6. I think that one looks really good too.
Yeah.
Page 150. That's awesome.
Nice.
Sharon is here. Fruit Baskets, number 8.
Yep.
Hello, welcome. What are you reading? Oh,
How
man.
is Romanoff going so far?
So pretty good. A little bit of a slow start, in my opinion, but I'm only about 30 pages in. So, I haven't had a whole lot of time for reading physical books because I did start a new job 3 weeks ago. And so by the time I'm getting to my physical book in the evening, I'm falling asleep. But I have been doing quite a bit of audiobook listening. And in fact, I am almost finished. I have like 3 hours left in Assassin's Quest, which was like, I mean, I think that was over like 24 hours of an audiobook. It was some
It's a long audiobook.
really
Yeah.
long audiobook. So
Hold on.
that's
Let me
good.
see it.
What team are you? Nadim is reading The Three Musketeers. Excellent. And I am Team Fangs, and I do not think that Amy is you're not doing Nevermore-athon, are you?
No, I'm Team
She's just
Bookstop.
my special guest.
What
What
team is
team are
everybody
you,
else
though?
though?
Yeah, curious. Definitely curious.
Flick, flick.
Oh, so you started it?
Oh yeah, I am loving it because like I loved Life Ship Traders. I did love Life Ship Traders. That's been my favorite of the trilogy so far. Well, of the two that I read, and I I know how much you loved Fitz, but I didn't hate Fitz. I liked Fitz well enough, but I didn't like love Fitz the way everybody falls in love with Fitz. I
Mhm.
fell in love with the Fool. But in this book, all of a sudden I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I love Fitz." And I'm loving coming back.
Really?
I'm loving coming back to the,
Okay.
the Six Duchies. Like I feel like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't realize I missed it until I'm reading this book and it just feels so
That is so
nostalgic."
exciting.
Oh, I'm loving it. But I'm just
That is
really
really,
enjoying it.
really exciting.
It's not fast paced or anything. In fact, a lot of it's like just kind of catching you up and reflecting on things that have passed. But
Okay.
I just feel so, I don't know, it just feels so good to be back. I'm just enjoying it. I'm just like, it's, I just, when I pick it up, I'm like, oh, it's just so fun to be
Oh,
back with
I
these
love that.
characters. Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I am a dove. That is awesome. We got some good teams going on. Okay, so I'm thinking we're gonna use, if it's okay with you, can we use your spinner wheel for
Yes.
to set the
Of
times?
course. I love as much use as my spinner wheel can get.
I'm just gonna let you press the easy button. Oh, that's so good. Look at that.
They go up first.
Oh, 45? Oh,
Can you handle
dang.
it? I think
Yeah, of
I
course. Of
think that's as
course I
high as it
can.
gets on here. I think it only goes up to 45.
Wow, we are gonna get some freaking reading done.
Yeah, this maybe I'll
That's
get done with
awesome.
the book in the first. For no, that's
That
not
would be
right.
really good.
I'm not that quick a reader.
That would be really good. Okay. Well, we'll start at like 10 after, and
Sounds
I'll
good.
make our little banner. And then, yeah, what we'll go to 55, I guess.
Sounds good.
Oh, man.
We've got somebody else who's on a team.
Oh, hang on. Let me make the little thing.
Yeah, no problem. You got a lot more
I'm not trying to multitask
responsibilities.
over here.
You got a lot more responsibilities over there.
I'm not trying to multitask over
No,
here.
no, no.
Okay, did it work? Oh, hang on. There we go. Okay, now we can get back in the groove. Okay, yes, Team Fangs represent. I am reading Alice in Kyoto Forest,
Ooh,
Volume 1. Is this like, I think this is like has to do with
manga.
Alice in Wonderland. I love Alice in Wonderland, so I'm
Yeah,
all about it.
it sounds fun.
I have
Huh.
done 2-hour sprints before this is, oh, yeah, 45
Yeah,
minutes is like
yeah.
child's play. That's small potatoes. I'm really enjoying mine. Trying to finish today. Okay, good. Hopefully we can help with that. So is this the only time I'm okay?
So this
Oh,
is the
so
only time.
this is the only time. Okay. Otherwise, what are you okay
Like,
with, Bailey? Like
never mind. No,
20? Oh man. Okay.
5 minutes.
So it's 10 after. We're gonna sprint for 45, and yeah, we'll see you back here. Happy reading.
Yay.
Hello.
I'm like, hello, hi, how's it going?
What was that? Oh man, I did pretty good. I did like 22 pages.
I read like, yeah, 21 for me.
Good girl. So I realized something, and I'm gonna go through the comments here in just a minute, but like I realized something while I was reading this book, and I thought this would be a good question for everybody. So like there's a name in this book, and it's like a Russian name that starts with the letter K, and like to say it in my head every time kind of like trips me up. So instead of saying that name, like I just give the person a different name. Like, do you ever do that?
Oh, that's smart.
Like,
In fact, that's a strategy you're supposed to do with children, teaching them to read.
really?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
it's a reading strategy.
Well, I mean, we already knew I was a big kid, but yeah, like this.
Like that, it just mean like it's cool that you're using this strategy that, you
No,
know.
I'm serious. So this, it's the cook's name, and it's like Karitanov. So I just named her Carrot. So, like, and I go so much faster when I just call her Carrot.
That is so cute. I love that.
Oh
No, I've never
man,
done that, but I like that idea.
I recommend this strategy.
Yeah, I've read about that strategy. I've just never tried it, but and it made sense for me for kids, especially because they get hung up on certain things. And I was like, oh, that's a really cool idea, but I've never tried it, and now I'm gonna have to.
I hope you do, and I hope you tell me how it worked out for you. Oh, so VP is here representing Team Stoners. They are reading either Jurassic Park or Rainbow Gray.
I like Jurassic Park a lot.
We've got some Jurassic Park theme music, maybe. Uh, yeah, we're all about those dinosaurs. Okay. uh, why did I just read 2 pages of a research book and its exploration on the power of illusion, visibility? I have a headache from this. Oh, that I don't know. Why did you do that? I mean, I guess that could be interesting. In Atlas 6, the book takes a concept we all know and turns it into something too difficult.
Mm,
Oh, so is that?
interesting. Does that mean you're not enjoying it as much as you'd hoped you were, or
Yeah.
because that could be frustrating?
No,
Like,
I don't like that. I don't like that. It's not supposed to be difficult. Someone looks tired. I don't know if this is what was addressed to me, but it very well could have been. Very well could have been. 25 pages, and then Chris left to get
ooh,
lunch. What are we having?
yeah.
What are
What's
we
what is he getting us? All of us? He can
Yeah.
bring the rest of us.
What are we having? I read 32 pages. Good job. I made some dinner.
That's
What are
really
you
good.
having? What are you having? It feels like I was reading a college research paper on illusions. So Atlas 6 was making you feel that way? Wow. I'm really surprised. Read
Huh.
12 pages and then we ordered pizza. Everybody's eating. Pizza's good. I've definitely done this. Oh, the changing the name thing. I'm so glad somebody else has done it. Yes. Okay. Cool. Just waiting on Pizza Hut. Oh, so what kind of pizza did you get? I need to know that too. A cook named Carrot. See, it made sense. It makes sense to me. I know she's the cook. Carrot, food,
Oh,
cook.
see, I was picturing carrot with a K, like 24 carats, because their name started with a K.
No, I'm not asleep per se, but I I mentioned earlier that I did start a new job, so it's full time. I've got a little bit of a commute, and I'm still adjusting to that. Um, so yeah, maybe a little bit tired. Definitely had a serious sinus headache this morning, and I've already taken some medicine, but we had I guess we're having like a little cold front or something roll through. And so we had thunderstorms this morning. So I think the pressure in the air just really sent me for a loop this morning. So
Yeah, I could see that.
I'm my head is feeling a little bit better. Like, and even just since we started sprints, because it was hurting when I first got on here. So I'm sorry if I look sleepy. It's not because you guys are boring or that I'm not enjoying myself. It's
No,
just
no, no. Keep reading down.
okay.
There's more to it.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's my bad. Doesn't happen very often for me, but if it does, I stay very close to how I think it's pronounced. Okay, yes. Um,
You. They were asking why you look like you're sleeping.
oh,
Um,
oh, man,
so
I was
apparently,
really thinking I was like actually looking sleepy. Okay. Oh, uh, I'm just like, it might have looked like I was just like staring off into space. That's good stuff. Nothing like being frozen.
no,
I should have read down further.
it's
Uh,
funny.
just YouTube being a butt. Oh, I like some veggie burger. That sounds good.
I like bean burgers.
Yeah,
I prefer bean burgers.
I like bean burgers. I guess, yeah, I guess that's maybe what I'm more familiar with of the two is the bean, like the black bean burger.
Yeah, I love
That's
those.
good. Yeah. I'm having pepperoni and hubby is having Hawaiian. I love some Hawaiian pizza. That's really good stuff. You don't
Down with the
like it?
pineapple on the pizza.
Oh, no, I feel like
Let's
there are just,
this
like,
this
2
argument. No,
like,
I'm just
2
kidding.
teams of people, like,
Our two teams of people.
you
Yeah.
either do think it's awesome or you think it is disgusting. Like, I
Yep.
feel like it's just one or the other.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know as many
ooh,
people that are, okay, I'll eat it, but I'm not crazy about it. Like, I'll eat it. It's not a big deal. But you're right. It's either like you either love pepperoni. You either love pineapple on pizza or you just don't
or
like
you
it at
think
all.
it's like a sin, like a
Yeah.
like a
I
cardinal
mean, I don't think
sin.
it's a sin. I just don't like it.
No, I'm just saying, like I'm just
You're right.
saying
Yeah.
that as, like, the level of extreme, like, it's, like, just horrible. Um,
Yeah, I know. It's so
see,
funny.
I'm getting, like, stir fry. Stir fry from a Thai place, that sounds good.
Yeah, that does
Yeah.
sound good.
I will be
I
going to
like
switch to Loveless by Alice Oseman.
Alice Oseman.
Okay. Yeah, maybe switch it up if
Yeah, if Atlas
Alice
6 is
says
reading like a textbook, that's not fun.
we hit one for team no pineapple,
Down with the
one
pineapple.
one for team yes pineapple.
Mushrooms.
But this
That's
one oh, I don't know about that. I'm thinking about that.
I like mushrooms on my pizza.
Yeah, but I don't know if I would like it on my pineapple pizza.
Yeah, I don't know pineapple and I mean I don't like it, but okay, there we go. We got one person who doesn't like it, but
There's
it
an in
will eat it.
between. There's an in between team. If you like pineapple on pizza, why not put other fruit on it then?
Yeah, what about cherries on
Um,
pizza or watermelon on pizza? That doesn't work because
ooh,
watermelon is coconut.
oh no.
Um, apple, I could see apple actually,
I could too, especially if it was like a barbecue chicken pizza or something,
or
like
like a
kind of
pork crumbles or something because
oh,
apple and pork go so well together. I don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
who puts pork crumbles on their pizza.
Amy. Um, yeah, but I do like mushrooms. I just don't know if I would like it on my pineapple pizza. That was my thing.
Hmm.
We have a yes.
Okay.
We have a I hate mushrooms. We have a banana on pizza, strawberry.
Strawberry with balsamic vinaigrette and stuff would work if
Oh,
it was
yeah,
like,
and you could
yeah, like one of
do
those salads that.
or even
Banana
like,
though.
what's that one kind of pizza with, like, basil? Is
Oh,
it like
margarita.
yeah. I wonder if you
Yeah,
could put strawberry on that one. I don't know if that
you
would be
can
better.
try. You know what I have had on pizza, which was incredible, was lemon zest, and it was incredible.
On a
Lemon
pizza?
zest on a pizza, yep, with like it was like it was like a white sauce, and it not a white. I don't know if it was a white sauce,
Oh,
and it had
okay.
like this kind of cheese on it. It wasn't mozzarella; it was a different type of cheese. I don't remember what it was. It was a long time ago. But what I remember the most about it were the lemon zest, and that was really good. Mm.
I could maybe see that. I could maybe see that being good. Um,
Hey, cherry pizza.
you have a vote for cherry pizza?
No
Cherry
banana.
banana pizza? I mean, for my daughter's birthday, I made her one of those, like, fruit pizzas, but
I mean,
it's
yeah,
really like a cookie
yeah, I
cookie.
can see that. That's different though.
That's good. That's good if you want fruit on your pizza.
What goes well with tomato sauce is my question.
Right. Well, and that's why I think even, like, when you were saying the lemon zest, like, I think it would have to be more of, like, the white sauce with that.
It wasn't a red sauce. And I
Yeah,
think there was arugula on the pizza as well, so it had the pepperiness of the arugula, and the lemon kind of cut down that pepperiness a
that
little bit,
sounds really good,
and
actually.
it was really good. I was shocked at how well it turned out.
Yeah, that sounds really good. I feel like banana would get mushy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now we all need
I
pizza.
know. I'm like, pizza sounds like a good dinner idea.
Yes. Dessert pizza,
Yes. Chocolate on on a
chocolate on
dessert
the dessert
pizza.
pizza, yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Yes,
Lemon
like,
zest is used in every restaurant, so it's
yeah.
common.
Oh yeah, because it adds a good. You always need that little bit of sour. It adds a punch to whatever you add it to,
Mhm. It, like,
and it goes with a
probably,
lot
like,
of things.
complements other flavors or something.
Yeah, it does. Lemons complements a lot of other flavors. Fruit
Uh,
pizza, aka fruit tarts. Yeah, exactly. I like fruit tarts. Haven't had one of those in a long time.
oh, peanut
Oh,
butter
I
pizza?
gotta tell you about that. I'm not a Brussels sprouts fan at all. Do
Oh,
not
I
like
am.
Brussels sprouts.
Oh, I am.
No,
Very much.
even in culinary school, they're like, oh, we'll teach you a recipe which will make you love Brussels sprouts, and basically I just added a whole bunch of butter and bacon, and
Bacon
I still didn't
and
like it
bacon.
till
Really?
yeah. But there was this place in Austin, this restaurant where we got the Brussels sprouts because it was with other people, and I don't begrudge other people their loves. And so, and I always try even things I don't like because I always like, okay, you never know, your taste buds do change. This had peanut butter and lemon on it.
Okay.
So it was like it took the peanut butter and the lemon combined with the Brussels sprouts, like cut down that
I would eat it.
Brussels sprout. It wasn't like sweet peanut butter, it was savory
Yeah,
peanut
yeah.
butter. It cut down the Brussels sprout pungentness. And
Dirt
it was
the
so
dirt taste?
good. Huh?
The dirt taste?
The
Did you get
dirt taste.
kinda
It was so
dirty?
good. Like it really actually made the Brussels sprouts taste fresher, more fresh. And
That's
it was,
interesting.
and of course, lemon goes on everything. So,
I
but the
like,
peanut butter
I like
was good.
butter and crushed red pepper flakes on my Brussels sprouts. Like,
That'd
I
be good.
love crushed red pepper, like, on lots of things,
Lots
but
of
my
things. I
pizza
put it on a lot of
for
things too.
for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, yeah, that's a really good way to
Yeah. I was just, and then
There's
I
nom
also have been just
nom
eating
nom.
more Brussels sprouts here and there. So I'm just getting my taste
You're
buds are
you're
changing.
still trying, you're still
Yep.
trying.
Yeah. Well.
Yes, same, samesies. I don't like any of my hometown's food
Oh,
in Belgium. Oh, so,
that's a
like,
bummer. Like
what is specific to Belgium? I'm curious about that.
I know
Uh,
the chocolate is. That's yeah.
I mean, I've seen Thai dressing on pizza, and that's peanut. Good point.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Oh,
point.
mm.
Very
I
good point.
love peanut dressing.
Chocolat.
Is there
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Belgian chocolate
Yummy,
is
yummy.
amazing. Yeah.
And now that we're all hungry, we'll go get food on the next,
Oh my god, now I really want pizza.
I like sugar-free chocolate in Belgium. Interesting. I wonder what do they is it just, like, completely unsweetened, or do they use something else to sweeten it? I'm curious about
I
that.
don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. I know that a lot of sugar-free stuff here in the US makes you have the runs, so
I just know that I prefer, like, if I'm gonna have sugar, I prefer,
just
like,
give me the sugar.
sugar
Yeah.
over, like, sugar substitutes.
I'm the same way.
But
If I'm gonna have it,
I do
just give
try
me the
not
real.
to overdo it on the sugar, but I'm not perfect. Who is? Show me
I've
some.
gotten better. We don't bring sugar into the house. I mean, like not sugar, but like
Yeah.
sweets and that. You like we used to have like biscotti with breakfast.
My
But
Go ahead.
no, I'm just saying it just can snowball quickly with sugar.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know. My thing is I can usually get by with, like my indulgence is, like, dark chocolate. I love dark chocolate, and so I can just have a piece of that and be satisfied, like, if I'm craving something sweet, but
Yeah.
diabetic. Oh, okay. So, yeah,
Yeah.
probably stevia.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Absolutely.
Stevia is better than nothing. Potatoes with some greens that are not fresh and too much meat every day. Oh, man.
I
Yeah.
found that was true for when I went to England too. When it comes to vegetables, so often when you order vegetables, they would be boiled or something like that. And we're so
Okay.
used to eating a lot of stuff raw here or like just sautéed lightly.
Uh-huh, or
And
even, like, roasted, I guess.
yeah, so it was interesting
Mhm.
to get so many boiled
Air
vegetables.
fryer air fryer
Yeah,
veggies. Yummy.
yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, it's
just
a
all
bummer if they're
these
not fresh. But
Oh, I've been buying those little it's like Hershey, like miniature Hershey bars, like dark chocolate. Hershey's not my favorite, but, like, they had them in, like, the little miniature ones, so I liked that. I liked the packaging or, like, the portion size or whatever, but yeah, I don't have to have the whole bar necessarily. I can have my
that's good.
self-control
You've got
sometimes.
good self-control.
Sometimes. Sometimes I can. Sometimes
Yeah. Oh,
uh,
yeah.
soup. Oh, you know, I feel like soup is another thing that, like, people either like soup or don't like soup.
True. I So when I was in Spain, we had soup before every meal, and I actually really
Really?
liked that. Yeah, but we were being cooked for, so it wasn't like we had to make it ourselves, and it was just a common
Mhm.
thing. Like every meal, you'd have soup before, and I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed all the different soups. But yeah, I don't typically gravitate towards soup here unless it's like a chowder or something thicker. I'll eat
I
soup, but I
I don't
don't.
know I don't know if this is weird or not, but, like, you know how maybe you've seen people put, like, shredded cheese and sour cream, like, on their chili?
I do that.
Well, I started putting sour cream on my soup, and, like, just everything gets, like, a dollop of sour cream. I like sour cream, though. I don't
Yeah,
know.
sour cream
I
is
just do.
good.
I just put it on all my soup now.
Yeah, it's
Ugh,
delicious.
raw vegetables. I can't tell if that's a crying is it like a crying
It's
face?
like a
Oh, the scream face, okay. Uh,
yeah, raw vegetables. We eat a lot of raw
I'm not I'm not a rodent. Do rodent well, I guess so. Are we talking like bunny rabbits? Uh, or
vegetables.
guinea pigs, I guess. Right
Mm-hmm.
now, just homesick for foods from California.
That's a big move.
Burritos. Moved from Southern Cali to Belgium
Yeah.
last October. Wow.
I'm from Northern California, but I lived in Southern California and I miss the Mexican food too.
Mm.
I mean I'm in Washington now and we just don't have the same level of it's just different.
They do
California
it right there, huh? That's
they do.
interesting.
They really
Okay,
do.
I did not
I
know
miss a
that.
and then where I'm from, the Bay Area, there's a lot of different varieties of Asian food, whereas we don't have very much up here. And
Mm.
it's just I miss a lot of those. I just miss the variety. I miss the variety a lot.
I'm so glad it's not just me. I too am obsessed. I'm just wow. Rather have the veggies raw than boiled.
Boiled or
Just put it in the steam cooker thing. I know. I'm all about the air fryer thing lately.
yeah,
Yeah,
I love the air fryer.
everything goes in there.
Yeah. Steam cookers are too. I actually really love roasted vegetables. I feel like you can roast most vegetables, not
Me
all, but
too.
most of them, and they always taste good, even better when they've been roasted.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah,
love
roasted
roasted
with some good
vegetables.
seasonings. It's all about those the seasonings.
I love sour cream too.
Yes.
Yes, we do have
Dumplings.
pelmeni, the Russian dumplings here.
Hi, Magda. Where did you come from? Just sneaking on here like that. You thought I wouldn't notice. What you doing? What you reading?
Yeah,
Has Amy's game been kind to you?
she didn't get a lot of choice this past month. She's been going through a lot lately, so I don't know how much she's been able to read.
Hmm.
But
Yes, we all have seasons like that, and it's not
yeah,
always fun.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, do you want to spin your magical wheel?
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do
I
it.
do want to say that like I don't know if I'm liking this. I'm going to be real honest.
Really?
I don't know if I'm liking this at all. Like I'm going to read it because it's not it's not that long. Well, I don't know. It's over 300 pages. Um but I'm going to count it like toward my team and everything, but like for points, but I don't know if I'm liking it. I'm like 50 pages in and I'm bored. I'm
Yeah.
really bored.
Yeah, that's not good.
I don't
That's a
know.
bummer.
I know. Maybe I should just
Well,
stop now and pick something else.
it's a beautiful book,
I
though.
might. I know. And it's a retelling and it's about Anastasia. Like usually I'm all about like, well, you know how much I loved and maybe I'm comparing it, but like you know how much I loved like the Winter Night books. That was all like Russian,
Yeah,
beautiful, like
yeah.
atmospheric stuff and I don't know, maybe this just isn't like atmospheric enough for me or something. I don't know.
Well, then what? Like, is the story just not very interesting?
I don't even know what's happening. Like I do know what's happening, but I don't really care. It's like uh it's when her and her so Anastasia, but they call her like Nastya in this
Hmm.
they like shorten it. Um but her and her family they've been held in captivity by the Bolsheviks and like Alexei, her brother is sick. Okay. So then they take away her parents and her sister Maria and they get like exiled. And then now the rest of the family it has also traveled because I think they were waiting for her brother to get well enough to be able to travel. So now they're exiled too. And there's been something happen with like a Matryoshka doll, but like one of those like nesting dolls that like
Matryoshka.
was I saying it really wrong? Okay,
That's
that's
okay.
why I make up words. But when
I think I probably
I'm
said
gonna
it wrong
call it
too.
a
I always get
nesting
that
doll.
word wrong. Yeah, that's the right. That's the right term.
But there's one of those, and I think it's like supposed to have like magical properties. So there is an element of like magic in here,
Hmm.
which would typically appeal to me,
Right.
but I
Yeah,
don't
I would
know.
think it would be kind of like the Winter Night trilogy in the style.
It's 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 first person, and I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna at least continue through these sprints and like see if I can't get more into it because I'm not even typically like a DNFer, but I think also it's just like since I haven't had a whole time lot of time to read, it's like I want to be reading stuff that I'm
Yeah,
really
exactly.
enjoying to read. So yeah.
Hold on, I'm looking up how do you pronounce Matruska.
Matruska. I was not saying it. I was saying it like an American person would say it.
Matrushka.
Matruska. Mat-
And here it's spelled even different. It's Matrushka. Matrushka.
Oh, I wish you could see my face.
Oh, you said it right, Matryoshka. That's not how it's pronounced usually. I mean, spelled though
I
usually,
said
isn't
it
it?
right? She's saying it how I was saying it.
Matryoshka.
I was saying Matryoshka, but is she saying Matt or Mitt?
Matryoshka.
Mut, mut,
Matryoshka.
mut,
Matryoshka.
mut,
Matryoshka.
Matryosh, ma,
Matryoshka.
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 I'm gonna
Matryoshka.
say Mott because it comes out of my mouth
I
easier.
was
But
spelling it wrong, and that's probably why I kept spelling it Matruska.
oh,
Matryoshka. Matryoshka. Matryoshka.
you're so good at your accents and such. I
I
swear.
mean, my dad's Polish, so I better sound, I better have an okay pronunciation. Although I don't speak any Polish, just itsy bitties.
Surprise!
Yeah.
She's here. I hope I can go to another country to live there. Belgium is becoming boring after 15 years. I hope you can too if you're not happy there.
Yeah, Belgium's pretty it's pretty small too, right? So, I mean, are you able to get around at some of the other I don't know. That's hard. Magda
Um,
is currently in a so you heard she broke her femur and her hip, right?
I think I do remember that. Yes.
And she has been in a, where they help them rehabilitate and stuff like that. So she's been in like I don't know what they call them. It's not like a. It's not like a. It's like a temporary
It's
home
rehab, right?
placement. Yeah, rehab. Thank you. A rehab center. She's been
Yeah.
in a rehab center to go through physical therapy and all the stuff that she needs to
Wow.
do to be able to get back home.
Oh, I'm so glad you're getting to go home. If you want a better Anastasia story, read. Ooh, okay. Read Heart of
Heart of
Iron.
Iron.
I'm writing this down.
I haven't
I
even heard of
do.
that one.
I do want a better Anastasia story. uh,
You just watch the movie.
Heart of. I know. I know.
Heart of
Ashley
Heart of
Holston.
Iron.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm not giving a final verdict on this one just yet. So don't quote me. But I am having trouble getting into it. I will admit that. I would stop now. Listen to you. I would stop now and pick something you like that reads faster anyway if you enjoy it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yes, it is 6 pages is good, especially when you're also trying to eat.
Ooh, get us some. We want some too.
Oh, enjoy. Enjoy your pizza.
Yeah, that's
I
the way I've
always
seen
see
it
it
too.
as
So how come when I looked it up on
matru
Google, it's now showing it Matryoshka? Because I feel like I've always seen it spelled
doll.
Matryoshka.
Matryoshka doll. That is not how I remember, but sure. Are
Yeah,
we talking at the pronunciation?
yeah. Yeah, that's how.
It's possible that there is more than one way to say it, honestly. Or it could even just be some variation of the doll that we don't even know about. But
True.
yeah.
I'm looking up to see if there's other
In this book though, it's spelled
Matryoshka.
yeah. I don't know if I can find it. Oh, there it is. Matryoshka.
Yeah, that's the way
Matryoshka.
I'm finding it on.
Matryoshka. Yep, yep. Those are the ones. Yep. Dialect. Yeah, yes. Exactly. That's exactly
Yeah,
what I
that's
was
a good
thinking.
point too. I mean, because like especially like if you think of like just Russian to Polish, they say babushka for grandma, but you say babsha in Polish
Oh,
for
see, yeah,
grandma.
that's kind of what
Similar,
I was
so
talking about.
it could be a
Yeah.
regional thing as well.
Just like yeah, just like when we were having the ponytail holder conversation. What's a Paige is like, what's a ponytail
Yeah, and then what's she called?
elastic hair
Elastics.
tie. Hair
Yeah,
elastic.
or just elastics even. It's
Rubber
like
band. I know it's not rubber band, but yeah.
hair tie or ponytail holder. I've called it a hair
Hair
tie or
tie.
ponytail
That's
holder.
good. Hair
Yeah,
tie. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Maybe in different speaking countries it's written and pronounced differently, like
yeah,
Ukraine and Rusland and such.
that's what I'm thinking.
Like Dutch
Like
and
Dutch and
Belgium and
Belgium,
Netherlands
Netherlands
is
is pretty different.
very different. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, that
Agree
makes
with all
sense.
of that. Oh, did you spin the thing?
No, we got distracted.
We're having some fun conversation. That's okay. We like to talk in
Ooh,
between our reading.
oh,
We are about to crush it. Man,
there's not much variety here on this board.
that's okay.
I mean, there is. There's a whole bunch of numbers on here, but we're only getting the ones in the 40s. That's okay. We need the.
I'm gonna go back to my while we're sprinting. I'm gonna go back to my list of potential books that I was gonna read for Nevermore-athon and see if I
See
can
if picking something. Yeah, you should.
find
You
something.
should. No point in
I'm
wasting
not.
your time on.
Yeah, I'm
Is it
not saying
long?
I won't. I'm not saying I won't come back to this one, but like I'm just really not feeling this right now.
Is it pretty long?
It was like 300. Oh, there's a bonus chapter. Okay, without the bonus chapter, it's 325. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Read something you're
What do you?
enjoying
Yeah, I'm
for
gonna
now.
mix it up. Okay.
Pick a short one.
Oh, I gotta set the banner, don't I? Okay, so we're doing 40. So we'll be at 5 after-ish.
Yeah.
That's how right?
Well, that's 30. Oh, yeah, 5 after. Right, right.
Is that right?
Yep, that's right.
Okay. Happy reading. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing? How'd it go?
I'm doing much better. I figured out what
What'd you pick up?
I picked up my physical copy of Assassin's Quest. And I literally have 4 chapters to go. I think that was
Already?
my I think that was my problem is that I need to finish this story. I am
Yeah.
completely my whole everything is invested in this story right now, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
not gonna be able to read anything else until I finish it. That's all there is to it.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
I definitely think that was affecting my reading of Romanov, for sure.
I can see that. Yeah, absolutely. When you're in the thick of a story, especially like that, then that's all you should be reading.
I'm in the thick of it. Like, I
Good.
almost I almost, like, cried a minute ago. Like, and I only read, like, 10 pages, but, like, that's all it takes. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so invested. Um,
Yeah. I made it
let's
like not quite. I made it 19 pages. I'm almost halfway
Oh, good.
already.
You're doing really good.
Yeah. So that's good.
Um, let's see where we are. Oh, Brecht. Is that how you say it? Brecht. Brecht. Says for next talking time, which would be now, would you give me a fantasy recommendation?
My questions
Um,
are middle
yeah.
grade, YA, or adult.
Hmm.
And do you want more urban fantasy or do you want like high fantasy, paranormal
Epic.
fantasy,
Yeah.
epic fantasy, grimdark? I don't know. I don't know much grimdark, but like what kind of fantasy are you
What
looking
fantasy have you read in the past and enjoyed? How about that? That would be a really good one.
for?
Um,
Obviously not Atlas 6.
right. Yay! Hey, so glad you're here.
Yay.
Stacy made it too. She's like, "Oh, I was just getting back from a walk and stumbled upon these sprints."
Yay.
Oh, okay. Tell me what you picked out.
Mm-hmm.
Now at
Chapter 18.
oh, I see it. Okay. So good. I will be
That was Loveless, right?
writing next one. Like writing during the next sprint.
I'm guessing that's what they meant. Didn't they move on to Loveless?
Agree. Agree about me needing to finish Assassin's Quest.
Yes.
It,
Yeah,
it
especially when you're like right there. You're right there.
I'm so close. Like, and listening to the audiobook, I don't think I realized how close I was, and then I grabbed the physical book and I was like trying to find my place, and I was like, "Oh, I have less than 100 pages. Like, I am really out of like a 800-page book or something, so I am really really close." And I'm so excited about it.
Yeah, and that's what you should be
Uh,
reading. Yeah, it's I was I was wanting to pick up full because I've been reading 25 pages, at least 25 pages a day, every day, except for the last 2 or 3 days because I've just gotten really busy all of a sudden. But I was like, should
that's
I
really
pick that
good.
this? I'm like, should I pick that up this morning? Because I will definitely have to read a lot more of that to catch up today. But I'm like, no, this one should go fast, and I need to get this
Of
done.
the Fools one?
Fool's errand, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I am a bit behind, but I've been making really good progress on this. So I'm about halfway now. So
There's been, like, so much crazy stuff that has happened with the Fool in this 3rd book, and I'm just like it's left me questioning, like, everything I thought I knew about the Fool, like,
yeah,
I hope I get some answers by the
just
time this thing
wait,
is
just
over.
you wait, just you wait, Henryiggins, just you wait,
I
Henryiggins.
I'm waiting so patiently.
I mean, you have a
Um
lot of books to go through still.
Oh, yeah, you're, like, all through the mad ships. Was the
Hmm.
Fool, like, in the mad ships ones? Can you say? Is that spoilery? Oh.
Quiet. Don't say anything.
Oh, Sharon,
You
don't
can
you
be
say
heard.
dear don't you say anything.
No,
Never mind, just
no,
pretend I didn't ask any questions. I don't wanna
no.
know anything, nobody tell me anything. I'm
Yeah, just don't
blissfully
ask
ignorant right
questions.
now.
I don't know if Breck saw because Breck was gone. Be right back. I don't know if you saw our
Oh,
questions. The questions were Do you want middle grade, YA, or adult recommendations? Would you like high fantasy, epic fantasy? Would you like paranormal, urban fantasy? We have a lot of questions. What kind of fantasy are you hoping for? That was our questions.
Darling Rose Gold. Man, I haven't
Oh,
heard that title in a while.
I don't think I've
That
ever
was
heard of
like,
it.
oh, I feel like
Darling.
that one was like, oh, a really impromptu medal in the title. Good one. Good
Rose
one.
gold. Rose and gold.
Yeah.
No, not rose and gold. Rose gold.
Darling,
I
Darling Rose
have
Gold.
never heard of that one
I
before.
feel like that one was um kind of trending a while back. I don't
Hmm.
know if that's the right word, but I'm gonna look it up and see if it's the one
It
that I
was
think it is.
popular.
Darling Rose Gold. Yeah. When did that come? Yeah, published in 2020.
Okay. Oh, so a bit of a ways back.
What is it? It's supposed to be thriller, fiction, mystery thriller, adult, contemporary. I'm just looking at all the tags.
It's a thriller, huh? I guess Darling
Uh, for,
Rose Gold.
for the first 18 years of her life, Rose Gold Watts believed she was seriously ill. She was allergic to everything. Oh, I have that problem too. No, I'm kidding. I'm not allergic to everything. Uh, she was allergic to everything, used a wheelchair, and practically lived at the hospital. Neighbors did all they could, holding fundraisers, but no matter how many doctors, tests, or surgeries, no one could figure out what was wrong with Rose Gold. Turns out her mom, Patty Watts, was just a really good liar. After serving
Oh,
5 years in prison, Patty begs her daughter to take her in. The entire community is shocked when Rose Gold says yes, and Rose Gold is no longer her weak little darling, and she's waited such a long time for her mother to come home. Dun dun dun.
um, so Munchausen syndrome, is that what it's called? Where your parents try to keep you
Oh.
ill? Munchausen?
Oh, is that the vibe you're getting?
That's what I was getting.
Oh.
Munchausen?
Eh? Did you did you look it up? I'm looking it up.
I looked it up and I, I looked something else up. So
Did
then
you
I,
spell it wrong? Munch
no, no, no. Oh, Munchausen. Munchausen? Munchausen?
Munchausen. Syndrome is a
Munchausen.
rare psychological and behavioral condition in which somebody fabricates or induces symptoms of illness in themselves. Oh, they induce it in
Or
themselves.
or other people.
Named after a German aristocrat,
Oh, by
Baron.
proxy. Munchausen by proxy.
Oh,
Um,
well,
it's a disorder imposed on another. So Munchausen is on yourself. Munchausen by proxy is on someone else. Is when someone falsely claims that another person has physical or psychological signs and symptoms of illness and or causes injury or disease to another person. Okay, so
that
there's
is
the by
just
proxy part.
wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, Jean is here. Hang on, let me make sure I'm. Good afternoon, Jean.
Hi, Jean.
I forgot these were happening. I was crocheting during the last sprint. Got to go back to cleaning out my fridge. It suddenly broke last night.
Well, that is
Oh
so not fun. Not fun at all.
no. Trending in
Trending 2020.
2020. I knew that sounded familiar.
I
I
don't
thought it
remember
was
hearing about it at
someone
all.
faking being sick. Interesting.
Oh, that's okay.
Middle grade or YA and high fantasy that doesn't info dump during the world building. Okay. Middle grade
Bone Seeds.
YA.
Is that high fantasy?
No,
That's not high
I wouldn't
fantasy.
say. It's more like
Yeah. But it's not really urban fantasy.
dystopian.
Yeah. But it
Um,
doesn't info dump at the world building, that's for sure.
yeah, I don't know. We had some people say they felt there were portions of the bone season that were info dumpy, but
Yeah. Not so
um,
middle grade, I would say The Accidental Apprentice by Amanda Foodie.
okay,
Love that one.
that sounds
Um
good.
course,
I'm just gonna throw this out there. The Lunar Chronicles, like
yes. I was thinking that
big fan,
too.
big
Yes.
fan.
Marissa
Uh,
Meyer. Also, what about like Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi? No, is that her name? Yeah.
I haven't read that
Hmm.
one yet.
That's a good one. And another one that I really loved Six of Crows, but I haven't read the Shadow and Bone series yet. So I can't say much about
I
that
just
yet.
finished season 2 of the Netflix show, and I've never read the books, but,
Hmm.
like, I really did not enjoy season 2 as much as I did season 1.
Well, that's not fun.
I know.
Let me look at my list and see what other things I gave 5 stars to.
That was just a random little thought of mine.
That's a
Isn't
bummer,
that
though.
crazy?
Yeah, no, I haven't because I want to read the books first. Although I gave up on Bridgerton, I read
That's why
Bridgerton.
I haven't watched Outlander yet, because I still haven't read the book.
I've watched part of Outlander, but only the part that I've read of the book.
Mm, okay.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, Throne of Glass. Yes. Yeah, yeah, good one.
Doesn't have a lot of world building in that one.
I don't think so.
I haven't read it yet. So
I had to walk one of my dogs. I'm gonna walk the other dogs in a bit, but one of my cats is keeping me. Oh, I had that happen this morning. Fitz was laying on me, and it was like torture because I could smell coffee, but like I couldn't get up to get the coffee
hmm.
without disturbing him. I couldn't get into the bone season. Paige annoyed me too much and couldn't feel for her. Yeah, I have shared that probably if we weren't reading the bone season for Bookstara, I don't know if I would have gone on after this first book. But like there's some people that are really loving it. So it's
Me,
Amy,
I'm
for
loving it.
example, is like
Yeah,
loving it so much. So it just, you
yeah.
know,
I think some people are
every
really enjoying it.
people just like different things. That's all there is to it.
I mean, it's hard to say for me to be good because I love, I like the detailed. So like, I would recommend Discovery of Witches, but that definitely has a lot of detail, a lot of
Oh,
detail.
Discovery of Witches is so academic. Like it is
Yeah,
so
and that's what I was thinking. Like, I wouldn't recommend that
woo.
because if Atlas 6 was feeling too textbooky, then Discovery of Witches will definitely feel
Mhm,
too textbooky. What
mhm.
about the Night Circus? Like, as far as it's just there's not a lot of yeah, no, that no. See, I guess my taste runs really in the detailed. I'm sorry, I may not be
I
the best
recommend
person.
Scythe. I haven't I haven't finished the Scythe series, but I love Scythe and Thunderhead.
Yeah, I'm probably
Um,
not the best person to recommend because I really do like all the
Red
details.
Rising. Red Rising.
Isn't that sci-fi? Or is it?
Well, yes. Oh, City of Brass.
Oh, I want to read that. Mom's gonna be reading that this month,
I'm looking at
actually.
my shelf.
And
I
I'm
have
looking
so
at.
many. I have so many.
Let's see. Scrolling down. Scrolling. House in the Cerulean Sea. That's not high fantasy though.
Ooh. I actually still need to read that one.
So good.
Or
Oh,
I say
Amari
need,
and the
but
Night
want.
Brothers.
I want. Oh yeah, and I have that one on my I haven't read that one yet either.
Great middle grade. Amari and the Night Brothers. Definitely. I still think The Accidental Apprentice by Amanda Foody is a great middle grade
Okay.
fantasy.
We're writing it down.
I'm looking. I'm
That's
looking.
okay. Amy and I both are not speed readers by any we read about the same pace and I would not consider us fast readers at all.
100%.
We take our time.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. See, I love that. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Agreed. Still scrolling.
What were you scrolling about? Are you looking at books?
My ratings of
Oh,
different.
your Goodreads and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Writing all down. Yes. Get your pen and paper.
Hmm. I
Uh
guess I need to read more
I don't
fantasy.
know. And I already mentioned the Winter Night trilogy, The Bear and the Nightingale.
Yes.
I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite series of all time. Like I love it so much. But it's like it's a very like probably distinct taste. It's very atmospheric, based on Russian folklore.
Yes, it is.
It's yeah. Um
And it's beautifully written. It's also
it's
very
so
detailed
cool.
though.
I love it.
I think
Um,
I think the Lunar Chronicles is definitely a good recommendation for
yes.
something that doesn't give too much world building, has a lot of action, is a lot of
Interactions are
fun,
cool.
and you got quite a few books in that series, so it's just good fun.
Oh, and if you haven't read, The Girl Who Drank the Moon, that's one of my all-time favorites. Um, and that's more middle grade.
Yeah, that
Um,
is, yeah. Um, if you want some novella types, that's not really high fantasy though. It's not high fantasy at all.
oh,
Yeah. What?
Nevermore. Like Nevermore,
I've never
not
read them.
not the
They good?
Nevermore-athon, Nevermore, like Jessica Townsend. Yeah, I've read Nevermore and I've read Wondersmith, which is the second book, and then I still haven't read the third book, and I think the fourth book might be out now too. I'm a little behind on some of that. Prison
Ooh,
Healer's good.
Legend Born by Tracy Dion.
Legendborn. Oh, that
Yeah,
cover.
yeah.
I'll always remember that
It,
cover.
it's like
I
got
haven't read
the
that
it's the King Art. It's the Arthur and the Knights of the Round, whatever. King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table retelling.
one.
That one's a fun one.
I
YA.
haven't read that one yet, but I would read it. Slow reader too, but Rainbow Gray is middle grade and has lots of illustrations, so that one happens to go a little bit faster. Yes.
Nice.
Ooh,
I've
Frostheart.
heard
Yeah, I
good
haven't
things.
tried Frostheart yet.
I know. I really.
Um, I've read the first two pages in Co. Those are cute. Very lighthearted.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard this book, The Girl Who Drank the Moon, many times. I I should give a read on this. I really, really enjoyed that. Like my entire experience with that book, I just was in my happy place. So I recommend it very much.
I need to read that one too.
It's so cute. It's like I don't know, and then like it's one that like I read it and like I will always have a copy of it. It's one of those like
Mm-hmm.
it is one that I could see uh kind of defining me as a reader and like my reading tastes. Like, well, hello,
Hello
welcome.
there.
There you are. Hey, hello.
Hi.
He's
Too busy. Too busy
mhm.
doing other things.
Oh, I
Still
don't
scrolling.
even
Oh,
know.
these are now. I'm getting into my 3-star reads. So
Oh. Cat.
I have a lot of fantasy on my shelves that I need to read.
Yeah, I collect them.
Yeah. I mean, like I know one of yours and my favorites, or what we're both reading, is Robin Hood, but this is not
Mhm.
going to be not
Not
going to fit the bill because there is a
no,
lot of
this is
world
yeah,
building. It's
they're
a ton of
very
world building.
very in depth,
Yeah.
but worth
Oh
every
yeah. So
word.
good.
Like, yeah.
So good.
Yeah, the level that like I'm emotionally attached. Like to the point that I named my cat after Chivalry. Um yeah, I
Yeah.
was going to read this comment but then I got distracted by Fitz. Read the first Outlander in two chunks or read the first Outlander in two chunks. I read the first 700 pages fast, then the rest took me 6 months. Realized even though I had bought the whole series, I wouldn't read any more books, gave them away. Really? Wow.
I liked the first book. It was pretty rough in a lot of ways, but I liked it. Yeah, I guess I don't differentiate well enough
That's
between info
true.
dumping and detail because a lot of times the info dumping is accompanied by a lot of
I
detail.
really like this thought. I hadn't thought about that, but that is very true.
Then I recommend Night Circus by
Yes, I
Erin
do too
Morgenstern.
in that instance. Night Circus, like I didn't give it 5 stars, but like it's a lovely book. Like it was enjoyable. Like I'm not gonna say it wasn't. It's not maybe one of my all-time favorites, but I did enjoy it.
So then would you consider Robin Hood just no, she's info dumpy.
I don't think it's that. I think it's elaborate. I think that it's all part of like the experience. Like,
Well, this book is info dumpy for a good portion of the
really?
because it's like recapping so much,
Oh,
recapping a
okay.
lot. and I'm loving it. Like, I'm loving that. But that's because we're visiting people we haven't visited for a
Yeah,
while. We're getting parts of the
little
story.
refresher.
It's kind of combining all the parts of the story together.
Hmm.
Um, I'm enjoying it because it's sort of like a coming back to, you know?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, maybe I have a hard time differentiating between info dumpy and detailed. I gotta think about that one. I'm gonna be thinking about that. Thank you for bringing that
Hmm.
thought because I'm
Yeah.
gonna think about that for a while.
Made my brain work.
Yeah, dang it.
Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber is fairy tale esque YA, very magical and fun. I loved it. That one sounds good.
Yeah, I've.
Bonus, I have a cold, so I can't smell my friend. That's good
That's
and
probably a
bad.
good thing, but also bad. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. The boo-boo. We love him. Uh, wants food, something, or is it only my pets? Oh, that always look for food everywhere. Yeah, he's like a built-in alarm clock. Like in the morning, or like even if he first hears my alarm and I hit the snooze or something, he's like up on top of me going, meow, meow. Like
Feed me.
that means come, servant, get out of bed, come and fill my bowl and refresh my water dishes. And yeah, yes.
Hello, cat.
Robin
That's
Hobb
my favorite holiday season,
Is
like Fish Rob. Mm-hmm.
one of my all-time favorites. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm wanting to get into some V.E. Schwab. I haven't, but I think I would like her. I think I would like her stuff. Came across many people in sprints. They are able to finish 100 books in a month. That's wild. And
I
can
mean,
read
Magda can
more than
finish
50,
of that much. So, I mean, yeah. So, maybe not 100, but
50 pages in 25 minutes. I mean, I think I've noticed that like there are quite a few people that do like audiobooks and do them on like however many times the speed and like speed them up and fly through books that way. So like that I could see, but I don't know. I mean, for me it's not a possibility, but I'm not saying somebody else couldn't do it. I don't know. I It's one of those to each their own kind of things. I just don't feel like I want to fly through them like that or even could or even can
yeah.
and like still be able to enjoy. No, Robin Hobb isn't info dump. Blasphemy.
I
I
guess
don't
I
I
have a
don't think
different.
so either.
I guess I have a different perception of infodump because infodump doesn't like. Maybe I don't. Maybe I have a different perception of this completely because it doesn't. I don't know. I'm maybe confusing things because infodump doesn't to me seem like the same level of negative connotations that
I
everybody
have
else has for it.
I have read a book this year that was fantasy and it was dystopian and it was like a what do you call that when it's the author's a debut like and there were like to me there were definitely parts of that book that the author was just telling me stuff that they thought that I needed to know, you know, to like support the story or give me like background info to the story so that I could understand like actually what was going on. And it just was like to me it's better. I enjoy it more when like stuff like that is presented like a little bit at a time or like even
Mm-hmm.
woven into the current story, you know?
So then, would you consider Deborah Harkness to be infodumpy?
Mm,
I'm looking for like actual examples
yeah.
because I mean, then that's if we're thinking more along those lines of giving you information that you don't necessarily need to know, but they want you to know, or you don't necessarily need to know it right away, but they want you to know it and it comes into play later on. I would think Deborah Harkness fits that bill. And in that case, I really love that. Like I love that. So maybe I like info dumps. I don't know. I need more examples because I might have a different perception of what info dumping means.
Yeah. I don't know. I really can't say about Deborah Harkness. I never thought that when I was reading those books. So,
Hmm. Yeah. Everybody give us examples. I want to
yeah,
think about this for. I
I
have a lot
never.
of thinking to do.
You are welcome.
Yay.
Never heard of anything. Reading 100 books in a month. That's a lot of books, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to read that one. I have
I want
it.
to read it too. Yeah, I have it too. It's one that's been on my
See-
TBR many a
Oh,
times.
see, now I want to read it even more. Yeah. Info dumpy is a negative thing, but I guess it's different for everyone. Yes. Nope, not even me. I'm maxing at approximately 50 books. Okay.
Yeah, Magda reads about 100, 500 books
How?
a year.
How you do that? Yeah.
And she listens to audiobooks and she has a lot of
Hmm.
availability too.
Yeah. Yeah. It all depends what you've got going on and how much time you have to dedicate to
What's going
reading.
on in her
Yeah.
life? Yeah, exactly.
6 or 7. That's really good, I think. 6 or 7 books in a month.
I typically
Yeah.
read
I
about
mean,
6 to 8, 6 to 9 sometimes.
I set my goal for the year to do at like 52. So that'd be like one a week, which
Hmm.
I think right now, um, and like that ebbs and flows. Like,
Yeah, that's the thing. Some months I'll have like
um,
13 to 15 books. Some months I'll have like 4 or 5.
hmm
Yeah.
yeah. So I think like right now, especially this month, I don't think I've finished a book yet this month. Um, I'm like two books behind or whatever on my Goodreads, but I could make up for it a different month. So
Yeah.
or like this one I've been reading. How long have I been reading this thing?
Romanoff?
No,
Oh,
Assassin's Quest.
Assassin's Quest.
I've been reading this one. I mean, it's this one has taken me a couple months. So there's ones like that
Hmm.
where sometimes they just take a little bit longer.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would say
that's really good.
that's my average, Stacy, is 8 books a
Eight.
month. I average 8 books a month.
That's really good.
It's
I think
not
that's
always
great.
that, but you know, I've
Definition. The
got
practice of
4 so
giving.
far this month. We're halfway through the month.
Yeah, you're doing awesome.
But
Giving too much information at the same time that you typically don't need. Okay.
because I feel like a lot of times you do need it at some point.
I even think like histories and stuff like that, though, could almost be told as like a prologue or as like, you know, I just think it's weird when that stuff gets dropped like right in the middle of a story,
Hmm.
in like large chunks, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah. And I've got to say, like, we say that's not true, but in the beginning of most of the chapters of the Farseer trilogy and here in Fool's Air in Tawny Man trilogy, there's a section that's talking about the
I know.
history
I know.
of
But
the
that's
60s, the
that's to
history of
me
this, the history of that, like that, and it adds the story, and
it
you
does.
may not need that information till later on, but isn't that info dump? Like,
I don't think so. And maybe it's just how it's done. Like
mm, mm,
because to me that's very purposeful. We've kind of learned in like reading these books that like cuz I couldn't tell right off the bat like whose voice we were getting in those little chunks of history, but like now
you know,
I
yeah.
know whose voice we're hearing and like I don't to me it adds a positive element to it. I like
Yes,
it.
that's why I want examples. Examples of info dumpy books,
Yeah.
everyone.
I do nothing but listen to
Examples.
audiobooks all day and night. Most
Yeah.
at 1.5 times speed. So, see. I have 4 books on the go. The Romanov Oracle, Zodiac Academy 5, Cursed Fates, and Roommate Arrangement and Stepbrother with Benefits.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh my.
Woohoo!
Oh, Jean. Oh, I
I love
punch.
it, Jean.
Roommate Arrangement. Oh, male romance. Okay. You get it,
That's
girl.
mom's favorite too. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not saying that there's. I guess I need to understand what. I've always had a problem, not problem. I've always had misunderstandings. I think
Mm.
of what info dump is. When everybody says it's too info dumpy, it's too info dumpy. I'm like, I don't understand what exactly that means because
I
I don't
think
think
it can
I've
mean different
experienced.
things for different people,
Yeah,
honestly.
I think I just maybe haven't experienced it in the same way that other people
Yeah.
have. So
So this was an example, Crescent City,
I'm going to be reading
which
that
I have not read.
in June. I'm very
Oh,
excited.
okay.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll find out
if
if
you
I
if you love it,
then we'll know that I
you're
love
gonna
info
know.
dump.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll know that I love info dump then. Magda is doing well. She's actually doing really well. She's going home tomorrow from the rehab facility, and she's well. I actually haven't talked to her in this week, but last time I talked to her, she's doing physical therapy and healing. And if she's going home, then she must be doing well enough to be able to go home. So that's
Mhm.
good. Magda broke her femur and her hip. For anybody who is wondering what I'm talking about, my friend Magda, who's Ciarn's world.
Magda.
Is it Ciarn? I always pronounce that wrong, I think.
I think she told me how to say it
Saren.
one time.
Saren?
I think
Saren?
she told me
I
how
don't
to say it, and I don't know if I remember now.
and I've heard her say it, of course, many times, but I don't remember
Is
anything.
it like a CH sound? Like Charins or
Charn? I don't
Charns?
remember.
I'm not sure.
Oh, let me look it up because I don't.
I find Thomas Hardy. Here's another example for you.
Oh,
Info
I like
dumpy.
Thomas
He
Hardy.
is.
I
See,
love
I
Tess
think
the
you do like
D'Urbervilles.
it.
I
I
love
think
Tess
you
the
like
D'Urbervilles.
all that info.
It's the only Thomas Hardy I've read, though. So I can't say I like all of Thomas Hardy. I've only read Tess the D'Urbervilles, but I really liked it a lot. So I might like, and I really liked what I would also probably think is info dumpy for some people. What's that other one? There's another one that's kind of similar to Thomas Hardy that was Artie Blackmore's. What is it? I just can't remember. Artie Blackmore. So I might just like info dump. Lorna Doone. I read Lorna Doone. I really like that too. So maybe I just like, and that reminds me of Tess of the D'Urbervilles. So maybe I just like info dumpy stuff.
Sorry, I forgot to read this one. Atlas 6 is not info dumpy, for example.
But you said it was like textbooky, right? Well, then maybe if
This is
Karen, Karen,
by Nadine Brandis.
Karen. That's what it is. Kieran.
Kieran?
That's what it is. Now I remember Magda saying it.
With a hard K. Gotcha. All right, Amy. So I don't know how you're feeling, but depending on how long we roll for this time, this may be our last one because
I think
I'm
that would be fine. I
just about
probably
done.
will be ready for lunch after this. So
Yeah.
okay. Well, a lot of good conversations, and
It has
I want more
been fun.
examples now of info dumpy just to see if that's just the kind of reader I.
Like now you're gonna be like paying attention when you're reading, going, "Oh, is
I
this info
really am.
dumpy?"
Or when people say that was info dumpy, I'll be like, did I read that? Oh, okay. Is that what I liked? Maybe I liked it.
It's really hard to differentiate with this info
I
dumpy
think
stuff.
that's my problem. Is I'm just like, but I don't understand exactly what that means. Compare, So
Hmm.
I'm learning. We're just going down by fives.
That'll be good.
45, 40, 35.
35, so it's almost 40. So that'd be 15 after.
Mm-hmm. Is that a good final sprint?
I am happy with that.
But textbook's not always info dumpy.
Oh, that's not the one I wanted. That was the one I wanted. I have like multiple banners over here. I should really, like, instead of like retyping these every time, I should really just have, you know, have
Mm-hmm,
a
a
list of
list.
like 0005, so on. Okay. All right, guys. We will see you back at quarter after.
Happy reading.
Hello.
Hello! I'm
Have
on
you
page
finished it?
70. No, I'm on page 70 out of 119.
Oh,
So
look
over
at
halfway.
you go. Look at you go.
How'd it go for you? How's
Good.
Assassin's Quest going?
Good. I read another 11 pages. Yeah.
And how you feeling?
I'm feeling I'm feeling good. I feel like I think I know what's going to happen. Uh I don't know if that's good or bad, but um yeah, how many pages do I have left? I'm on 809. 55. I have 55 pages left.
Nice. Yeah, you're there. Well, close. Very, very close.
Yeah.
Woohoo! This is exciting. And then you get to start the live stream traders.
I know. Yeah. I think I'm hoping we're going to start those next month in May. Yeah. That would be good. We'll see.
Yeah,
10 pages. Very good.
nice.
The Girl Who Drank the Moon is the only book I didn't get any negative reviews. Would you like to share your thoughts a little bit on this book? Um, well, it it's really good. It's cute. It's like one of those books that's like for young and old people. Like it doesn't really matter what age you are. I think you would enjoy it. Um, and yeah, like I would probably have to I remembered like I loved the characters. There's like a swamp monster and there's like a little tiny dragon and I think man, it's been a couple years since I read it. Let me pull up the thing. And I know you could like read this for yourself, but I'm just going to see if it like refreshes any of my thoughts. Actually, yeah, this would be good because I might be able to read like what I wrote about it. Um, okay, so here, I'm just going to read you my thoughts. This was my Goodreads review. How many feelings can one heart hold? Infinite, Luna thought. Oh, this was a quote from the book. The way the universe is infinite. It is light and dark and endless motion. It is space and time, and space within space, and time within time. And she knew there is no limit to what the heart can carry. And then I said, where do I even start? The Girl Who Drank the Moon, a children's story glowing with wisdom like moonlight for those willing to reach up and grab it. This is just a perfectly tiny list, which it was a perfectly tiny dragon, so that's why I said that, of the reasons this story touched on. Or not the reasons, the lessons. How easily people can be ruled by fear, the courage it takes to challenge the norm, what happens when sorrow is stuffed inside, how love isn't divided, it's multiplied, the dangers of denial, the ease of revenge versus the strength of forgiveness. I could go on, not kidding. If you liked The Chronicles of Narnia or A Wrinkle in Time, you will like this book. That's the ones I compared it to. And then I said it took about 200 pages for the action to really start happening, but once it did, I realized just how invested in the characters I actually was. The perfectly tiny dragon, the enmagicked girl, the witch that is not so bad, the witch that is really bad, the poetic swamp monster, the brave young man with the scarred face, the mad woman who wasn't always mad. They all had my attention. This is one I will treasure. It has earned a permanent home on my shelf. So, yeah, I wrote that review in August of 2020. So yeah, I'm about due for a reread, but I loved it so much.
Yeah, I've heard so many positive things. I have not heard any negative reviews either. So I definitely want to read that at some point.
Hello there. How was work? Our fearless leader. 9 p.m. here, long day. We'll probably just relax a bit because tomorrow's another long day. Yeah, we actually just did our last sprint, so we're kind of just chatting before we sign off. I really like The Girl Who Drank the Moon. Yes, the tiny dragon. Furian, or I think that's how you say his name. He was awesome. But yes, I recommend. I that's exactly why I write reviews and exactly why like I am making it a point to write something down because I kind of fell out of that last year. Um but yeah, I don't know. Like you write down your thoughts and then you go back and you're like, "Oh yeah." Like you're right back there and it's easy to remember why you loved or didn't love
Hmm.
something. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
I definitely got back out of the habit of writing, especially because I do the videos. I do reviews of all my books on videos, but not like I want to go to every single video and re-watch my review when I want to know what I said about it.
Oh, yeah.
But I just can't bring myself to write physical reviews right now.
So,
Probably when I get out of school,
when you get out of school, you're gonna do what?
get back in the habit of writing physical reviews on.
Yeah.
I just.
And they don't have to be really long. Like,
Mhm.
it's just like what I wrote, like, when I shared my thoughts about, the bone season. I just
Mhm.
basically wrote, like, what I told you guys about how I don't know if I wasn't reading it with with our book group,
Mhm.
like our read along group, I don't know if I would continue the series and how there were times when, I was reading it and all I wanted to do was be done reading it so that I could read something else you know, and I did mention that Warden was my favorite. But, it's stuff like that. Like, I won't remember that stuff a couple of
Yeah.
years from now if I didn't write it down. So,
Yeah.
I know that
No.
wasn't like a full-blown review, but
It was at least enough to
it's
remind you, give you a refresher when you go back.
yeah, sometimes honestly, sometimes it's more for me than it is for anybody else,
Yeah. Oh, totally.
writing down
Totally.
my thoughts. So,
No, I
okay.
totally
Everybody
understand
says
that.
good night,
Good night.
Nadine.
Good night, Nadine.
I read 20 pages of Rainbow Gray.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Okay. I feel
that's
your
really good.
pain, or I felt your pain earlier. Finished The Roommate
3 stars.
Arrangement. Gave it 3
So right in the
stars.
middle.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna sign off, everybody.
Yeah. I'm ready for lunch. My
This was
dog probably wants to
good.
go out again. This was
This was really
great.
Thank you everybody that joined us for sprints today. Amy's gonna make it
I
through a
made
Spindle
progress.
Centered.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna finish Assassin's Quest, and then maybe I'll try Romanov again. Uh,
Yeah, good luck with
but
that.
yeah. Yeah, you're very welcome. We're so glad you were here.
It was so wonderful seeing everyone. This was
Good
such
seeing
a
you,
good time.
Stacy. Yeah, this was good.
It feels like
All
a
right, guys.
productive Saturday morning.
I know. We will catch you. We will catch you soon. Bye.
Bye.